Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you again for joining me. Welcome to Mrs. Ngumalo Facebook account. So today, for us teachers, it's our last day. So I'm sure we all had the precedent yesterday. Today, all the public schools are going to close. And then there's an exception for grade 12s and grade 7, which is going to be discussed later. So when that happens, what do you do with your grade 2 child? There is Ms. Ngumalo to help you. So what I've done, I've made a collection of activities for foundation phase. For grade 2, grade 3, English, Afrikaans, and life skills, as well as the mathematics. So at this point in time, it's better because they've issued the report. The report was issued by the Minister of Education, Mrs. Angie. So they said we can give parents the work. So yeah, because we need to protect ourselves, understanding the copyrights and all that. So I can assist you with that. You just send a message with the subject interested, and then we'll take it from there. I'll give you the activities that you need, but my focus is only foundation phase, grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. And don't forget to like my YouTube channel, subscribe, and since I'll be home, I think I'll get time to assist you guys, so with whatever that you need help with. And yeah, today I wanted to talk about different reading skills. So how do you track the progress of your child? How do you know that they've moved from point A to point B? So I've decided I don't want to overload you or bombard you with a lot of stuff. I'm just going to discuss 3 aspects, so the 3 reading skills. So number 1, it will be what we call the recalling skill. So with the recalling skill, right, remember I am for comprehension. We spoke about it the other time, the previous video, that there's a difference between comprehension and decoding. We said decoding is just sounding the words out, whereas comprehension, it's about understanding. So decode, you're just cracking the alphabetical code. Comprehension, you actually understand. So when you are testing the recalling skill, you want your child to actually understand. So what you would do, they will read a story, or you can read a story with them, but it's best that they have the story. So your options are 2. They can read by themselves independently, so you can do independent reading, or shared reading where you guys read together. So when you do the shared reading, you start reading first, and then the second time your child joins in. All right. So after reading the story now, when you structure your questions, you do not structure them in a way that they should just cram it, but they should show understanding. So that would mean a question, if you are cramming the stuff, would be, where does Tembi's mother live? And then maybe it's written on the story, Tembi's mother lives in Dipsloot. So it doesn't demonstrate the understanding. But questions that have like why, how. So for instance, in the story, we're saying Tembi's mom lives in Dipsloot, right? So, and then maybe we would ask, in which part of the province is Dipsloot? That would mean the child has to think, and then that would require background knowledge, that would require understanding. Or a question like, why do you think Tembi's mother lives with the children alone and not the dad? It will require them to think, okay, maybe the dad passed away, God forbid, or maybe the dad left them, or they are co-parenting, but something that is going to make them think. We need to teach them critical thinking, which is what I spoke about the last time as well, that they need to think, like allow them to think. And then moving on to the second one, it will be retelling the story. So retelling the story, it means you read aloud to your child, and then after that they retell the story using their own words. So to see that they understand, you will see by the way the vocab that they use, one, and then the sequence in the events of the story. So if the child didn't really understand the story or was just cramming word for word, they will start exactly as it is. Like once upon a time, there was Tembi's mom. Tembi's mom lived in Deep Sloot. Then you say, okay, they actually crammed. But when they understand, they use maybe a different vocab. They also tell the story not exactly as it is on the book, but they substitute word with the other words that they understand. So for instance, they will be able to say, let's see. But yeah, substitute the words, man, with their own words. For instance, maybe they'll talk about a barking animal. So when they talk about a barking animal, we already know, oh, it's that dog that bites Tandy and stuff. And then lastly, it's the word recognition skill. So the word recognition skill is recognizing the words. So how can you accomplish that? The best way to do it is to go for an oral activity. So for an oral activity, this is what you do. So you'll be like, okay, you give the child the words. So it will have dog, cat, mom, dad, uncle. And then you say to the child, okay, put a cross on a fluffy animal. They put on under the word cat. Put the fluffy on a human being that has breast. And then they're going to put under mom. I mean, they can also just do color coding. Maybe color the following word in green, and then they color. So, yeah, we're going to end it there for today. Thank you so much for joining me. This video is going to be available on YouTube as well. And you get in contact with me via email for activities grade 1 to grade 3. There is also the updated calendar for the year 2020. I'm just going to post it on this Facebook page of mine as well. And yeah, thank you very much. And yes, appreciation. Bye-bye.